Hello everybody, we are back for more Kubera, picking up with 2 chapters on this fine day. I hope you've all had a lovely start to your new year. I mean, it won't have been very long. This is going out on the 2nd of January for everybody, although it'll be going out on the New Year's Eve for channel members and patrons, because I have now opened a Patreon. If you think that's something you're interested in, get out the extra videos. They're unfiltered. Link in the bottom description, yeah, and on the channel page. But either way, let's jump into Kubera with Big G-Man. We got 2 chapters. I will tell you now, I won't be doing the blog post reads today, because 2 chapters, I want to focus on this. I've got a lot to record. I'm obviously behind, hence why I've got 2 Kubera chapters to record. New Year's, the festive period has been very, very busy. But from next week onwards, I know I said this like 2 weeks ago, but from next week onwards, I promise we'll be doing the blog post reads in the videos, because I now have a way of actually getting to them. Thank you very much for all the help in that. Anyway, let's go. Big G-Man himself. Garuda? According to Kalavinka, all Garudas on the helmet were being affected by him. So he wasn't unconscious or anything like he was in the sewer realm. Then why did he pretend to be asleep all this time? Do you know me? If you're just waking up, then...
Let's just say Maruna told me some things about you. Why didn't you come with him? You should have met him on Willarve.
The passage opened up for Ananta's resurrection, so Maruna went in and tried to destroy the body that was on the other side of it. The resurrected Ananta turned out to be much weaker than expected, so it must have worked. But I don't know what happened to Maruna after that.
Destroying Ananta's body at that moment couldn't have been Maruna's decision. Kubera Lees, I see you're wary of me. Perhaps you've been hiding something from me.
I mean, shouldn't I be? After all, you're that Garuda. I asked Maruna to destroy the body, but he also agreed to the idea.
With your current power, I don't think you need to worry about me at all. Anyway, I get it. I guess he went through that passage because he couldn't hit it from the outside. He probably didn't even think about whether he could get back out.
Wait, he can't come out?
He should, at some point.
He asked about Maruna the moment he saw me, so why is he so nonchalant now? And he doesn't even seem to care about Yuta's whereabouts. Or did he already figure it out, seeing the shape the Taraka clan is in? About Yuta, I mean, Yutayu.
I'm assuming he's not in this timeline. I've heard some things about the future.
Have you forgotten who Jatayu's mother is?
Oh wait, no. Have you forgotten who Jatayu's mother is?
Of course not. She's the primeval god, Kali.
No, hold on.
Sorry. My parents are away on holiday, and so they've just sent me a message asking to make sure I haven't burnt the house down. I have not burnt the house down, as is apparent by the fact I'm doing this video for everyone. But, yeah. So I wanted to respond to that. In fact, I'm also going to put my phone on charge as well while I do this. I had to pop out the house earlier to grab some stuff for work for New Year's Day. But by the by. I see. Kalavinka knew where Yuta was thanks to Kali.
No. Her name is Taraka. She was Kali.
Fuck, why does she look good? What the hell, brother? What the fuck? Hot damn.
But she was Taraka when she came to me as Jatayu's mother.
Season 3, episode 395, Someone's Universe 27. This arc, just a question. 27 chapters for Someone's Universe. Does this put it as, like, the longest arc? So far? Obviously, it's still not done. Is there any arcs as longer than this? I can't remember. I feel like there has to be. I feel like there is arcs longer than this. Also, I'm going to do my glasses a quick clean because they're annoying me. This isn't going to be a thorough clean. I'm just going to use my shirt. But it'll get me through this video. Yeah, that's substantially better. There's some, like, specks of dust or something on my glasses that the light from my window, which is inconveniently placed right behind my desk, because there was nowhere else to put my desk in this room. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's how things are. And so the light was catching the dust on my glasses. It was annoying me. Carrying on. But yeah, let me know. I feel like there's got to be another arc. I feel like there is another arc around this length.
At the beginning of time, someone vanished from my side. Someone who was closest to me. It seemed like such a hassle, but she was always half surified. That was all I could recall. And soon, she seemed to have been forgotten by the entire clan. I did remember a little more than everyone else. But all that was starting to fade as well.
I do love that even when we go back in time, the, like, Nastika are still wearing, like, modern-day human clothes. It's really funny to me. Like, this is at the beginning of time, right? Humans would not have the fashion sense that they have at present, and yet there's just Garuda in t-shirt and jeans. Like, well, shirt and jeans. It's like, bro, you dressing like a human from for like 1,000 years in the future. What is wrong with you? It's just very funny. It's comical.
I think she dropped her form in front of me. And I think she often wanted my reassurance about something. Frustrated by my fading memory, I sought out the primeval gods for answers. But all they told me was that they eliminated an error that shouldn't exist in this universe. And that I'd eventually find peace in time. Would I? Could I really? Forget it all and find peace? Even as everything else faded with each day, the image of her seeking my reassurance kept flashing through my mind. I think my answers were always affirmative, but she never seemed convinced enough. In the end, you will also. What was she talking about? Her power? Appearance? Character? I had nothing left of her. Yet that one image struck with me, haunting me for the longest time. Then years passed, until one day, word came that the fourth primeval god, Kali, had begun to stir. How she seemed to have broken free from the dimension where God Vishnu could find her. They said she was an enemy of this universe, bearing dangerous names, and that she should be kept away from.
Oh look, you can recognize everyone here. Not Vritra. Fuck, you know, Asura, Kinara. Fucking, well, Iravata, technically. There's Garuda. Who the fuck are you? That is another Kinara. In fact, no, you're not Kinara. That's probably Kinara. Yeah, that's the other bug. The other Asura. What was her name? Ravana? That's more than likely Ravana. There you go. Taksaka. Yeah, that's Taksaka. You've got ears by the looks of it, so you're probably... It looks like Tadia, but I don't think it will be Tadia, depending on when this is. But yeah, carrying on.
Some had already faced Kali.
Ah, Godhava. He clearly isn't in that image, but there he is.
I didn't get why they were bragging about finding a god to a draw. But I always swore I could kill her if she ever showed up before me. But for some reason, she never did. I heard she was going after targets when they were left alone, so I did just that. Until one day, she finally appeared before my eyes. She looked nothing like a god, and could render my transcendentals useless. I guess it had something to do with those dangerous names. I don't know whether she couldn't or didn't stop me, but I was able to partially surify. In the end, I managed to destroy her helmet, and had her at my mercy. But I felt reluctant to kill her for some reason. So instead, I suggested she surrender, and she smiled.
Garuda, I'm glad there's still something left in you that holds you back from killing me. You swore to me again and again that you would never forget me. I was told it was wrong for a primeval god to pose as an Azteca. They labeled me an error and eliminated me. I was put away for so long, but I'm here now. I finally made it back to you.
How could anyone resist her? A god who disguised herself as an Azteca to stay by my side since the dawn of time.
I mean, I get it. I get it. I feel you, brother. I feel you.
And found her way back to me, even after losing her place. That was all the reason I needed to take her hand.
Oh, and you swore you could beat a Garuda. I mean, you could. You just didn't. Oh, fuck, that hurt. My chest is so sore from the gym yesterday.
You mean the Garuda clan, the sky changing color?
Oh wait, you mean the Garuda clan, the sky changing color?
It's detrimental to us. Our poor regeneration is enough of a weakness already, and the color change in the sky giving away our attacks makes it even worse. I've been trying different things to remedy it, but haven't had any luck yet. The primeval gods don't seem to think it is an issue.
Actually, I have a solution. So, I'm in the middle of creating this new Sura clan. For now, they're clusters of soul fragments and scattered memories. But they can absorb the names and memories whoever they consume, and replicate their looks almost identically. Now, your clan attribute changes after you get consumed, so you'd no longer be able to use your sky attribute transcendentals. But even then, if all of your clan's Azteca get fused with them, the attribute of your clan as a whole will change, and that'll allow you to use your original transcendentals with your newly changed attribute. In other words, the Garuda clan's new attribute will become Chaos and Sky. So you'll be free to use the Sky attribute transcendentals again, without having to worry about the sky changing its color.
But if that something mimics me, then I'll no longer be myself, no.
Like I said, they don't have souls of their own. Plus, Azteca don't get their souls and names separated by death alone. So their souls will remain, even after they fuse with this new clan. So it'll be like the Garudas, using the power of my new creation. Not to mention, it'll be better for our son's future.
I had no reason to hesitate at that point.
I don't blame you, brother. Jesus. I'd fold as well.
That's... Kali manipulated you! The Taraka clan is becoming a major threat to this universe! I can't say much about the soul part since I don't know anything, but that attribute change. That's definitely not for the sake of the Garuda clans. That has to be for Jatayu's sake. Because he's sitting on his high transcendental value.
So, Jatayu is also a Garuda, and he is my son. I don't see why that's an issue.
The issue is that Jatayu's strength directly affects that of the Taraka clan. I mean, his development is what caused the Sura realm to fall apart. Actually, we can just create a weak king while Jatayu's not here. Barunda and Akasha should be somewhere on this planet. If we can just find them and...
They're already gone. They died in order to make me the king.
Wait, so... That means that, Yep.
Remember, all Garuda and Azteca must be fused for the clan attribute to change.
Which will explain what's going on with Sanfari and why she is not as Tarakafied as she was before, it's because the Garuda is now fundamentally our Chaos attribute. Cheeky flavoured hot chocolate right there. I do like Acosta. Not for their coffees, but everything else they do is really good. Their hot chocolates, banging. Not the best hot chocolate you'll find at like a chain coffee shop, but pretty good. Cafe Nero do a pretty good hot chocolate as well. Their frappes, delicious. But Costa's coffee is fucking rank, if I'm being completely real with you. Not my cup of tea. I make better coffee at home, which is going to obviously be the case because I get the beans fresh and I can tune it to my tastes as and when I feel like. But yeah. Homemade coffee, nothing beats it. Nothing beats homemade. Real homemade coffee. Not just homemade coffee. You know, a la... My hair is really annoying. Not homemade coffee isn't like you take your instant coffee, you know, powder and add hot water. That stuff is fucking disgusting. That shit's not even coffee. That stuff is not coffee, like by definition, but by the by. Real homemade coffee is where it's at. Okay? Real homemade coffee, nothing beats it. Nothing at all can beat real homemade coffee. Okay? Keep that in mind. Buy yourself a coffee machine. Make real homemade coffee. It's the best investment you'll ever make. If you like coffee. If you get coffee out, if you ever go out and buy coffee, trust me, you'll save so much money getting your own coffee machine. You will. And you'll save money quickly as well. I have. My dad has. We both share the coffee machine. I think we talked that the price of about is 50 pence per coffee. For the stuff we make. That includes keeping like a bit of electricity and water to have the machine run. Right? It's just so much better. But anyway, that's not what you're here for. You're here for Kubera.
Does that mean that even Garuda himself is not Tarakafied? I get their efforts to work on their clan's weakness, but isn't it too risky? Did Aldo and Estika truly agree to proceed with it? Never mind. The coronation is imminent. This isn't the time to ask questions about his plan. Looks like Garuda plans to stay here and wait for the coronation. If Barunda and Akasha had to die so he could get to the throne, then his rank in succession must have been lower than theirs. It also means he's weaker, since he's only just woken up as a Taraka. Then I should have a shot. I even took down Garuda and Makara already. If he's in a weaker state than those two, then I have nothing to fear.
I have a weird sneaking suspicion that he's going to be a lot harder to deal with than any other Taraka you've come into contact with so far.
He's gone, but he used my shortened distance to close in on him.
Sorry to break it to you, but me being weaker right now only means I'm not powerful enough to kill you. But dodging your attacks until the coronation won't be an issue. Something tells me you're not able to pause time right now. Do yourself a favor and give up on hurting me.
He's too quick for me to catch even using my shortened distance. But this is a water channel. So you felt threatened enough to dodge that last attack? I see just how weakened you are.
Bro. Oh my lord, Lee's looks so fucking good, bro. Holy shit, the gold. Oh my lord. Kargom, you cooked. You cooked with this. Holy.
I guess I'll attack in a way that leaves you no room to dodge then.
Kubera, Season 3, Episode 396. How one's Universe? 28. Yeah, I definitely feel like there is an arc that's of the same length or longer, because I feel like I've definitely said a chapter, like an arc name of 28.
Huh? But it was right here! I'm telling you, this is where my father's body was, inside a big chunk of ice! I'm sure Lee's moved him elsewhere. We didn't even notice it, so she must have paused time to do so. And she probably moved him to a water channel, to keep him safe from planetary attacks. I bet it was time consuming.
I mean, that's a really funny pun. That's... I'm sure that wasn't intended to be a pun by whoever translated that, but that's fucking hilarious. Time consuming because she stopped time and now cut. It's comedy. Comedy. That is comedy, brother. Comedy.
And you know what this means? She's no longer able to use time pause to delay the coronation. If Rakshasas like Samfadi are also Tarakafied, then they'd also qualify for succession. But then, those two appear far too normal to be Taraka. But as for being Garuda, the sky color didn't change when somebody used that massive transcendental.
Yeah, because there's something new altogether. Something in between Taraka and Garuda. Entirely different. Oh, spicy.
Kalavinka, you didn't sense anything. They're your clanmates, so you should have felt whether you shared your clan attribute now.
I couldn't get close enough to tell. I mean, all I did was dodge from afar, you know?
Then, can you think of some other reason why the sky didn't change color?
Well, there could be environmental factors at play, but I don't think that applies to this planet. Like, the sky didn't change color every time I used my transcendental the last time I was here.
But we can't be sure yet. Try using a small transcendental that would trigger the color change.
I already told you, I was here not too long ago, and Holland's environment doesn't affect...
Yes, I heard you. But maybe there's another reason that's not environmental, you know. Just try one, something light and small. We don't want to draw somebody's attention.
I don't even have much vigor left. Fine, I'll do it. I can cancel this one in the middle of it, so I'll do just that as soon as we confirm the color change, okay? There, check the sky. Did it change? Did it?
No, it did not.
Huh? But normally this is more than enough.
Yeah, even you're affected by it.
Maybe I need to make it a little bigger? Let me know as soon as you see the change.
I feel like we don't want to draw somebody's attention. Create a giant fucking fireball in the sky.
Tadia, how about now?
There's still nothing. Anyway, I think it's clear the sky isn't changing color anymore. Don't waste your vigor and cancel it. Kalavinka, cancel it.
I would if I could. Oh, whatever.
Kalavinka! What the fuck is that?
Vibhuti isn't dead. Kalavinka's unlikely to help me even though we're in the same clan. And I can't rely on others who are stuck on resurrection standby. It's just me at this point. I have to make it work. The fate of our clan depends on my success.
I wonder, do we think randomly gaining the Chaos attribute? Or do we think Maruna might not get the Chaos attribute? Because where he is kind of separated from time. Right? It's very separated. So I wonder if he's even going to be affected by this. And if so, that would mean Maruna would be the only true Garuda. Right? Or if he does get the Chaos attribute, and then he technically have his Dawn attribute, which is what? Fire, Light, Sky, which is Dawn. And then he'd also have Chaos. So he'd be a 4 attribute. Which I guess that would apply to all Rakshasa, wouldn't it? Because Rakshasa have 3, and then they'd have gained their clan attribute, both their parents' uniques. And then they'll have gained Chaos as a clan attribute along with Sky. Right? That very interesting stuff. But I wonder if any of this is going to help Maruna get out of the weird space he's in.
I have to make it work. The fate of our clan depends on my success.
I can't tell if that's a part of her or not.
That's where Garuda's body is. Wait, is Kalavinka attacking her own father?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that?
Vibhuti. I don't know why or how you ended up with them, but do you really have to do this? I'm not a Taraka. If I die, then that will be the end of me. Your king wouldn't approve of killing a 5th stage. There are so few of us left, as is.
But you might also be entitled to the Taraka clan's throne. With you around, killing all the Nastika would be pointless.
The fucking unicorn horn beam.
Shoot, I can't dodge that one. It'll chase me until it hits me, but I have no way of...
What the fuck did I just say?
I see we've got an uninvited guest while I was away. Now, I can't find most of my clanmates who were on Helmet, including my father. Tell me, Kanara, is that your doing?
Bro. bro. What the fuck? It's almost like I called it. It's almost like I called it. What the fuck? Well, I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, usual YouTube stuff. Channel membership's down for the time being because YouTube's being a fucking annoying piece of shit. But there is Patreon if you want to support the channel and get early access to videos and all of that usual good stuff. And yeah, hope try 1,000 subs as early as possible in the wonderful year of 2026. So if you do me solid, help me out, share the video, and leave a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, usual YouTube stuff. And out of the way, I'm an awesome, you've been you, and for next time for another video. It's bye now.